Today's video lesson is the creation of Object 6 using SketchUp as a modeler. The first thing we want to do is take a look at the overall length of the object and its overall depth. So I take a look here lengthwise, it's 1/2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 3.5 inches plus 1/4, so that'd be 3 3/4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 1 3/4. So going back to the modeler here, going to get a new file going, zoom in, pick up my rectangle tool. It's 3.75 comma 1.75. So there's the basic footprint of the object. Now I'm going to take a look at the height of it, and I see it's 1, 2, 3 halves, which is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to take a push-pull here and push that up 1.5 inches. Alright, so we've got a block. Now we're going to start subtracting some elements away. The first element here is going to be this U shape. I see that this is a 1/2 inch wide here, and let's see, we've got a 1/2 inch from the back. So I'm going to take some guidelines here, and I'm just going to drag in a guideline 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch forward. And let's see, I need to check my drawing again. This drawing here is 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 2 inches from the end. So I'm going to drag a guideline here 2 inches over, and then a 1/2 inch back this way. Alright, so there's that little cutout there. If you take a look at this, there's the little cutout, the little U shape here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a rectangle, and I'm going to push-pull this downward and subtract that away, just like that. Alright, now, second part here, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this right here, and I can see this goes down 1 inch. And I've already got the guideline set up for it, so all I'm going to have to do is divide the face here. Divide this face, and then I'm going to push-pull this down 1 inch. And so that gives us the majority of the shape. And then all we have to do is get the holes situated. So looking back on my drawing, I've got a hole here down 1/4 and over 1/4. The edge of the hole, that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some guidelines, and I'm going to go ahead and measure over 1/2 and then down 1/2, and that's one location of the hole. Do the same on this side, because they're both in line with each other. And then I'm going to take a circle tool, and I'm going to put a circle there. It's a 1/4 inch radius circle. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And then what I'm going to do is push-pull those and subtract them away. There's 1. There's 2. Alright, I'm going to clean up some guidelines here. It's best to kind of clean up your work. Kind of gets confusing if you don't. So there's that. We got one last hole to put in, and it's right in here. So I checked that out. Now this hole's a little different. It's 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Whoops. And so what I'm going to do, I can see that got a 1/2, 2 halves, inch, 1 1/4. So it looks like to me this hole is centered in either direction. So what I'm going to do is take my SketchUp model, and I'm going to drag a guideline over to the halfway point right there, and do a front to back midpoint. There's the location of the hole. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place a 3/4 inch diameter hole here. Now, I know the radius here, which is what it's asking for, 1/2 of 3/4 is 0.375, and so that's the proper size hole for the object. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and subtract that away. Alright, clean up the guidelines. We're going to go ahead and view back edges. So edge style back edges. We're going to go ahead and view hidden geometry. We're going to go ahead and save this and export it as JPEG, and that's what you upload to Canvas. Alright, well, good luck on your model. We'll talk to you soon.